What's up, Stevie D? You're the first one in the room. All right, so it is about 12 o'clock. See, Henry's in the room. How's it going, man? I just woke up. What's going on? So, hey, Joel, you're out in Connecticut. What part? Yeah, everybody's coming in here. Anyway, I started this up a little bit early, about 5 minutes. So I'm going to let everybody get in the room, and we're going to start from there. I just woke up. I had enough time to jump in the shower and come down here. I haven't eaten anything, and I'm waking up slowly. New Britain. Is that east or west? I'm originally from Stanford. That's why I asked. Oh, man, Victor, don't feel too bad. I'm going to try and film this also and make a legit episode out of it. We'll see how that goes, though. Oh, Stevie D, we all know you're from Massachusetts. I love the accent. I really do. Is this a good position where I have the computer for you guys? What do you guys think of that? It gives me a good range to move all around here, not bump into it or anything. Hey, you guys just fell. All right, let me move you down a little bit. That should be okay. Yo, Riley, get over here. I need some help. We'll work on. I'll help you out with your homework later. You can hook up with my cousin and then do your report. Okay, I think I know where you're at, Joel. Right on, Victor. Let's see some videos of that Cutlass. You got math to do. Come on, Riley. I got a calculator. Get over here. I need help. And it's raining. That's the other thing, guys. I'm trying to pull this motor today. You can't even see me. Hey, how you doing? It's raining really hard outside. And I'm going to try and pull this motor. Hopefully the rain stops by then. Because if it's still downpouring, even though this thing will be ready to come out, I'm not going to pull it out of the car with the rain. Because it's got to go that way towards the garage door. So somebody do a weather check for me. Riley, get on the computer. What's the weather going to do? When's the rain going to slow down? Yeah, rain sucks. I'm going to give everybody, I think I'm going to give it about 5 to 10 minutes, see how many people actually show up to this party, and then start wrenching on this thing. So until then, I'll talk to you guys. Riley, if you come over, I'll give you $20. You can go up to Plumbo's and get a pizza. But anyway, the plan for today is I'm going to undo everything that I can up top. I'm going to have to go next door to my third garage, which is walled off. It means I have to go outside into the rain and get the floor jack so I can get this thing in the air and undo torque converter bolts, starter wires, all that good stuff, motor mounts. Anyway, I never checked. Slows around 4 and stops at 7. Well, what kind of shit is that? We never checked. This car's been on the road since 2013. Never checked the AC system to see if it had anything in it. And I checked last night. I don't know how many pounds of R12 is in the system, but it needs to be evacuated. So I think for now I'm just going to take the compressor off and kick it over to the passenger side. And my dad's got holding tanks and a vacuum system to evacuate this AC. Yeah, I would do the bottom half first too, but I'm really dreading going out to that garage and getting a floor jack. I didn't know it was going to rain this bad. They said it was supposed to be like intermittent showers, which I could work around, but nope, it is downpouring. No, we didn't do any burnouts with the Posi. We took the car home from Chris's and put it right in the garage, and it just sat since then. So it's been in here about 2 weeks. Yeah, it's still got R12 in it. There's really nothing else you can put in this without converting it to 134. And I'm really pissed off because you can't see it right now, but behind my headlight bezels, a stone about the size of a penny blew through the plastic in between my headlights, and there's a gaping hole there now. And that wasn't there before. It's fresh. It had to have happened on the way to Chris's or on the way home. I just noticed it yesterday. I'm like, oh, fuck, where did that come from? It's right down here, that way. Yeah, see, who else calls them hole shots? That's a northern thing. Where I come from, that's all we call doing burnouts, doing hole shots. And Neutral Drop still calls them hole shots. I haven't heard that in forever. Yeah, I come out here to Pennsylvania and I talk about hole shots, and people are like, what the hell's a hole shot? Like, you go to leave the starting line, you floor it, you burn the tires for 3 city blocks. Oh. Oh, yeah? Maybe we should do that, make this a thing. Stevie says he can supply hole shot tires. Maybe next summer we'll have to take the car up north a little bit, make a trip to Connecticut, stop by Stevie's garage and do some burnouts. Be 1 second here. Bear with me, guys. I gotta take care of something. Hey, what are you doing? I'm at home. Yeah, I know you're at home. What are you doing? I'm on my computer doing math. Well, how long is that going to take? A few hours. Few hours? Yeah, that fucking takes a while. Well, can't you do it intermittently? No, it's going to be done by midnight. All right, we'll come over here for how many? A couple hours. All right, we'll come over here for a couple hours and go home and do that for a couple hours. Everybody in the comments, tell Life O'Reilly, Bubbles to get over here. Yeah, I know, but it's like 4 hours, dude. Oh, yeah, well, somebody just commented and said that you don't come over here and help get this thing out, they're going to unsubscribe. Yeah, all right, you deserve it. Mm-hmm. But, all right, let me know what's going on later then. All right. Later. I think Zach's going to show up. Probably, it's Zach. Yeah. All right. Let it. Ah. Eh. The Chevy guy. You got 30 sets of tires in your garage. What, all like 25% tread left? I do that sometimes. Stock up on junk tires just to do burnouts. All right. So we got 8 people in the house. Well, oh no, we just dropped down to 7. Who left the room? Anywho. I'm thinking by 12:10 we'll start this project up. But as I was saying before I called Riley, we got to evacuate the AC system eventually. So I'll work as much as I can upstairs, and then I'll get the floor jack. Hopefully somebody shows up, like Zach, because it'd be nice to have somebody else move stuff around and help out, you know. Let me call Zach, see what he's doing. Zach's the maniac.
Hello?
What you doing?
Oh, no, I'll swing by in a little bit.
All right, would you just wake up?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Your head don't hurt too much, does it? Okay. All right, I'll see you then.
See you.
Later. Enjoying your day off, trying to get back into the car game. I got you. Yeah, Henry, that's the professional channel. Zach, I was just on the phone with. He's got the YouTube channel. I'm a professional. Cool. Well, I'm gonna start getting some tools. I'm gonna start on doing some things here. There we go. Naturally, my dad keeps all the best of everything that we have in the wagon. All the good screwdrivers, all the good pliers, vice grips, you know. We got AAA Plus. We get like 5 free tows a year up to 100 miles each. And he keeps tools in his car to basically change the engine on the side of the road. Go figure. I mean, I get keeping a homemade toolkit in the car, but don't take everything. Jesus. Got the bootleg Ram air system coming off. Shit, we're up to 14 people? How did that happen? What's up, everybody? I guess now we got double the people we had a minute ago. I can explain that it's raining really hard outside right now. So hopefully it backs off. Riley said it's supposed to slow down around 4 o'clock, which I'm not. I mean, if it stops, that'd be great. But I got to go to my garage next door and get a floor jack just to get under this thing. And that's the garage door right there. That's the way the engine's going to go when it comes out. And if it's pouring down rain, obviously I'm not going to put the engine in the rain. So, oh, God damn it. That thing always gets fused on. kit always gets fused to the lid. It'll walk it off. There we go. I even put penetrating oil on this the one time to see if it would keep it from seizing on, but no. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I don't drink coffee. So it takes me about 9 years to actually wake up and for all the monitors in my brain to come on and actually make sense. There we go. You guys watch Neutral Drop. They just hooked a hose up to the intake on a Durango, and they were feeding it all kinds of food. Cat food, Cheerios, dirt, rocks. That was pretty entertaining. They should invest in one of these hose kits. Oh, coffee. Ooh. Yeah. I went to school with too many teachers that pounded down coffee, and it always made the breath stink, too. Yeah, the vacuum 2000. Yeah. Dirty Durango. That thing took it all like a champ, though. All right, let's see. I got my hood on top of the car, upside down on a moving blanket. This way I can throw all the junk on top of the hood. And I had to use 20 carb spacers to run that air filter lid because this part of the air horn on a quadrajet sticks up too high, and it's a drop-base air cleaner, so it would hit this and the lid would sit sideways. Does the choke even set on this thing? All right, yeah, choke set. Cool. All right. I went ahead and I drained 90% of the cooling system last night. This way, and it took over an hour for it to come out of the drain valve, petcock on the radiator. Such a big cooling system. And there's no room in my garage. What I'd like to do is I'd like to put the floor jack under the back and tip the car up so it gets more antifreeze out of the block, but that ain't going to happen. So I'm going to have to yank off the hose, I guess, and hope for the best. But at least most of the radiator's empty, but... let's see. I need to pull the compressor off right there. I'm going to start with the compressor, I think. Get that out of the way. There we go. It's really hard to read comments right now. If I had Zach here or Riley, they could, help read comments. This is going to be a really long job. So also, if people got stuff to do today, you can drop in and out. I'm just going to let the camera roll all day. All right, put that there. Damn it. Is this not updating? Yeah, my phone stopped updating on comments. What the hell? Oh, my knuckles are so beat, man. They don't get beat anymore. They're built up a tolerance to damage. Same thing with lacquer thinner and chemicals. I was in body shop in high school, and playing with chemicals really dried my hands out. They were horrible looking. They looked like they were just too ashy, you know? And then over the years of working with lacquer thinner and stuff like that, and paint reducers, my hands built up a tolerance, and they seem healthy and hydrated now. I could hose them off a brake cleaner for a week, and it wouldn't do anything. Actually, slip this belt off. AC belt. Where can I hang this? Watching the Vikings play the Lions. There you go. All right, where do we put the hose clamp on here? Up top. Sweet. Thank God when we put the car together, we put the hose clamps in easy spots to get to. I hate when people just throw clamps on in any direction, because then you start putting parts back on the car and then you can't even get to the clamp. Let that hang for a minute. Where are you? I can't see. Maybe that would help. All right. You hang there. Yeah, who do you think's gonna win? Pennsylvania sucks. I don't support this state that well. Just in general. Oof. Slide that back. All right. Come on, clamp. I love this tool. This tool does everything. This works really good for getting hoses off also. I have to back it off more. This radiator is massive. The only way I could find a radiator for this car when I put it together, everything they had for everything Napa had, AutoZone, Advanced, the only thing they could offer was plastic tanks. So, doing a little digging over at Napa, I could still get metal tanks, but this radiator's for a Caddy 500. It's a big, big, heavy-duty 4-row. Don't feel bad. I hate the Patriots. Yeah, that'd be cool. We had people over here. Maybe it's too bad this channel is not that big. If it was big, you know, we'd be having like meetups and stuff like that where we could actually work on projects. But hopefully once Zach comes over, we don't get too distracted. Hopefully he can keep his head on straight. I'm gonna jump down below and try and get this hose off quick. This bucket works really good for holding antifreeze. Let's see here. I'm going to change my hoodie. I'm not trashing this one on the ground. This is the mechanic special hoodie right here. Nothing but grease. Yeah, caddies put out torque. Stevie, what's a caddy 57 or 472 rated at? Oh. I'm gonna break my bulb. Oh. Uh-oh. Come on, hose, get off. Oh, almost there. Almost. If it stops raining on my head. Oh, here it comes. Oh, here we go. Damn it. God damn, how long is the neck on this radiator? Fuck. Oh. Come on. All right. Come on. Let's go. Come on, bitch. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, there. Damn it. Oh. All right, I'm back, I think. Now that I took a bath in evil green poison. Oh. Figure before I get too crazy on this thing, why not get the radiator out of here so we don't punch a hole in it. The neck coming off the radiator is about that long. It's huge. It's going to be more of a weekend rider, Joel. I used to use this car as a daily in 2013 and 2014. Only thing is, I didn't daily it in the rain. I'd walk to work in the rain. Coworkers thought that was really odd and funny at the same time. I used to work right up the hill here. I could walk to work in like 15 minutes. So if it was going to be sunny outside all day, I would drive. But if it was going to rain or was already raining, pop out the umbrella and head up the hill. But I think for now, once this is back on the road with the other motor, it'll be a weekend car. You can use it pretty much any day of the week you want if it's nice outside, but it's a seasonal car. I don't really plan on taking the car to the drag strip much or anything like that. Just building it for my own entertainment. All right. I need another bucket. What the shit is all this? Leftover shit from the wagon? Get the hell out of here. Bear with me, I gotta find something to put antifreeze in. Well, that's pretty much done dripping. You know what? I don't know how many gallons it holds, but I'm using a really big cat litter container. Those Tidy Cats, the yellow square containers. When I drain the cooling system and that bucket I'm using gets too full, I'll take it over to that bucket and fill it up. I got about 5 gallons in there already. Oh, bitch. That's good. That's pretty much empty. Yeah, and everybody's coming at me because I put a 308 posi in this thing. And they're like, oh, the 308's going to suck. It's going to be slow. I got the whole unit completely. Well, I didn't know it was completely rebuilt until I bought it, and I got the whole thing for $500. I'm not going to complain. Drive around, see how it reacts on the street. If it needs, you can change gears around. You know what I mean? And I'm not paying $1,200 for a Chevy 12-bolt rear. I just went with the Olds 10-bolt. It is a typo rear end. All right. Recovery tank. Everything is just fused on here. That's for a recovery tank. Let's see. Need a line wrench for training pulling lines. Oh! Well, I'll bet you $100. My dad's got the line wrench that I need in the back of the wagon. Oh, yeah. Great. Well, that shouldn't be cranked in there too tight. I'll probably get it with a regular wrench. Damn it. Yeah, I think that TA over there is only a 3 away from the factory. And everybody puts, like, 355s in their stuff and stuff. You know what I mean? How are you supposed to enjoy that at 373s, really? How are you supposed to enjoy that at 80 miles an hour on the highway with a 3-speed? Even a 4-speed. Give me 1 second. I gotta go get this box of tools out of the wagon. Oh, it is disgusting out there. I'm hoping the line wrench is in this box. Because if not, somebody left it out somewhere. And it probably would have been me, which I will not hear the end of. Unless somebody borrowed the line wrench against my knowledge, which that's happened a few times. Son of a bitch. Hey, what's up, Classic Ride? Well, you had an overdrive with that 410. That's okay. Still. All right, you gotta be shitting me. Found the line wrench I needed, okay? It was in the toolbox against the drawer where the handles are, and there's a lip on top of the door itself, and it was standing up like this, so it couldn't be seen. I could only feel it back there. Bastard. Are you the right size? Yes, yes you are. Well, that was easy. Hopefully downstairs is just as easy. Yep. Sweet. Yeah, Stevie, my uncle's got a 68 Vet. He bought, I want to say, maybe an 80. Maybe 1980 he picked it up. It used to be that olive green. You know what I mean? It's a dark forest-looking green. And he had a painted hugger orange. But it's a 68 Vet. It's a factory 427 4-speed car. And it's nice. It runs good. He's getting pretty old, and he doesn't drive it anymore, but my dad will go over and take it out with him. So my dad gets to enjoy driving that around a little bit. But he's had it a while. Car's pretty much a show car. Uh-oh. Hang on. Hey. What are you doing? Oh, cool. Well, we got a special guest on the phone. Anyway, all right. Hey, I hear myself in the background. Cool. Later. I moved the light because the laptop, I had it up the windshield earlier, and it slid down. How's that? Well, it's on the windshield. That's the thing. It's the bottom of the laptop's resting on the wipers. I can tip it down more also, so you see more of the motor, but I'm trying to keep my head in there somewhat. Yeah, no. All right. Yep. Later. Oh, well, I guess that answered that question. I'm streaming with my laptop. I have you guys sitting on top of my windshield, pointing down. Yeah, my uncle's got a few. He's got a few cool cars. He's also got a '68 Firebird that's red. It's like a maroon convertible, black top, black interior. It's a 350 car, 4-barrel, but it's like brand new. He's had that since '80 also. And where was I? Funny story on that '68 Vet my uncle bought. Right before my dad bought the Trans Am over there in '80, he was car shopping, and he went and checked out that '68 Firebird my uncle bought. And he went home, went back the next day. The car was gone. He's like, all right, no big deal, whatever. I'll keep car shopping. He bought the Trans Am, went over to my uncle's house, and my uncle had the '68 Firebird he was looking at the other day. He's like, check out this Firebird I just bought. He's like, I was just about to buy that thing. So, yeah, there's funny stories going on like that. He's also got a '29 Willys Knight that's actually been off the road since 1980. That's what the inspection sticker says. That's pretty sweet, too. His cars are all in a big garage. It's all climate controlled, so they're not rolling piles of junk. Hunter Green, that's what it's called. I don't think it's a tri-power. I think it's a 4-barrel. All right, I think this is ready to come out. All right. Well, I got the box of tools for nothing, unless there's something in there I need later. Believe it or not, I've never tried the AC in this car. I never even checked to see how much Freon's in it. I always assumed there was none in the system, but as of last night, I found out there is. I poked the Schrader valve with a screwdriver and it hissed at me, so we're gonna have to evacuate the system on this car. I'd like to keep the AC in this car, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it right now without, I'm gonna have to make up my own brackets. Because with the rockers that I'm using, I had to go with a taller stamp valve cover, and there's absolutely no room in between the valve cover and this bracket right here. You can't even slip a dime in between there. So by putting a taller valve cover on, this bracket right here is not gonna fit. I'm sure we can make spacers and retrofit it somehow, but for now we're gonna keep the AC off to the side. Yeah. Let's get this out of here. See how we're held in here. This thing is oversized and it's too big for the car. We actually had to bend some stuff just to make it fit, so it's going to be really tight coming out of here. You know what? Here, let me get this hose out of the way. There we go. Get more antifreeze out that way. This thing is wedged in here. I don't know how we even got it in here to begin with. What do we got going on here? Is that what they put on the Vet, Steve? They put 780s on them, the Hollies. Still with some. How expensive is that system? The AC system you're talking about. Trying to be super careful with this thing. Here we go. What is holding me up? You're shitting me. Hang on. I'm getting hung up on something here. The rubber boot. Stop leaking on my cardboard. All right, we got antifreeze on the floor. Give me a second. What the fuck is holding this up? It's pulling the grommets with it. Damn it. Just empty the fuck out already. All right. Outside you go. Let me see what mess I just made. I heard antifreeze hitting something. Maybe it was just the radiator support down here. $150 for a compressor, and I don't have to mess with anything else. I can Just replace the compressor and brackets? If so, that's not bad. All right, cleanup time. Oh. I also picked up a bigger front sway bar for this thing at Carlisle, this factory, but we picked it up. Came from an 81 Z28, but they'll bolt right into an A body, and that thing is considerably thicker than what's on here now. Who would have thought GM would make so many different front sway bars for cars? So at one time we had the Skylark, and the 70 GTO all at the same time at our old garage, and I was comparing all the different cars underneath. The Skylark's got the smallest front sway bar, looks like a pencil. This is the middle-sized sway bar, and the one on the GTO is huge. I mean, don't you think it would cost more money to make different moldings, to make all kinds of different sway bars? Like, I could understand making a big one and a small one, but why do you make 45 different sizes? The rubber pad the radiator sits on got smushed. I sound like a dying old man. I am a dying old man. You sound like a nerd. I've got homework to do. Brian from the Breakfast Club. Son, how'd you like to go fishing? That'd be great, Dad. Oh, but I've got homework to do. That's all right, son. You can do it on the boat. Gee. I got math homework to do. I told you, make your brother do it. All right. I think I'm pretty much done cleaning that up. You know what? Look, that's how that goes. And I'm just going to put that back in here. Sucks. I want to listen to music while I'm doing this, but I can't really because YouTube don't like music, apparently. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit better. How long is this fucker? goes like that. That's for the upper bracket. How many hold this thing on? That's the question. Bet you there's another one in the... No, that's it. All right. I need to get a bungee cord. What's up, folks? We got cameraman here. What's going on? It's Stevie D. You like when they crack up that Camaro at Fast Times, huh? Did you ever notice the car they were driving had Fisher T-tops and the car they wrecked had those nasty-looking Hurst T-tops? They made the right judgment call on that one, I think. Relax, man. My old man's a television repairman. He's got the ultimate set of tools. I can fix it. The people on lewd should not drive. Oh, what do we got going on? Oh, a little bit more, I guess. There we go. That should do it. You stay there. This bolt goes down here. I'll get that in a minute. Fuck that with it. There we go. Putting all my nuts and bolts back where they come from so I don't lose anything. I'm really good at losing everything, so if I put them where I found them, I can't lose them that way. Okay, I mean, that can't be that big of a deal adapting hoses to a retrofit compressor. It was a nice car they wrecked. Well, the one they were driving was nice, the one with the nice T-tops, but it was only a Z28. It wasn't a Trans Am. But it was a nice car. The color combo on that was real hot, too. What the hell did I just drop? Come on, get the fuck out of the way. I gotta get this compressor out of my way. And these things are heavy. I'll tell you what. Look at a 4x4. I bet you I can rest it on the frame. There we go. That's an idea. I can't listen to music while I'm filming for you guys because I'll get demonetized. But I wonder if I can play movies and shit in the background. Yeah, I really do think second gen F-body is the king F-body. You use a 3rd gen sway bar? Oh, on a Monte Carlo. Okay. You said they're hollow. Oof. I don't know how well I trust that. Maybe they work. I know you can use a 2nd gen sway bar on an A body like this. 2-lane blacktop. Yeah, that's a good movie. That's a pretty sweet GTO. Driving Harrison Ford's 55 from American Graffiti. Oh, yeah. WS6 is the only way to go. All right, what am I doing here? I'm going to try and pull this out with everything attached to it, minus the power steering pump. I'll leave the alternator attached, all the pulleys. I'm going to pull a carb, though. I'm going to get that out of the way because I don't want to break anything with a chain for the hoist. Vacuum light for the transmission. I don't know how that's going to go over. I don't want to bend or break that. I should probably just take that off at the trans. Let's get the line wrench. Single inlet, 1 outlet. Nice. It's bigger. I see. That'll work right there. Hopefully my fuel line doesn't siphon feed itself all over the floor. Gas. Yeah, what movie car are you talking about that's in 3 movies? How many of you guys watched Smokey and the Bandit 3? That's a funny movie. He's like, what's wrong, Daddy? Gas. He's like, oh, it must have been that pizza you had for lunch. Like, not my belly, the tank. Didn't you fill it up? I mean, you thought, what the hell did you use? It has to be pushed. That's not tight. That's a fucking fire waiting to happen.
Marty?
Who's
here with you? Anybody?
Nobody. It's just live stream.
Oh, okay. Where's your camera at?
It's on the hood of the car or on the windshield.
Oh, okay. Bob Bernstein's on the phone. Remember the driver was talking about that motor, Bob's?
Lifters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is it a variable timing motor or something, or just a lifter the problem?
The lifters, just the lifter goes bad.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't have to be a variable valve timing motor.
I don't think so. You have to call Riley. I'm not into that shit.
All right. All right. So you think we would have heard ticking there, Bob, or something, right? It sounded pretty. No, it sounded pretty quiet.
Well, that's raw fuel.
Not the 5.3. All right. And, yeah, we're really looking up for the 5.4 though.
5.3, I think.
5.3. And yours is 5.3, Paul? Don't do that there, Marty. Put in the grass.
Raining.
Doesn't matter. All right.
There's shit in that filter. Nice. Well, at least it did its job.
That's really true. You can have a impression with any Cutlass just because it's not going to open valve. They're going to stay closed.
Yeah, Riley, that's the trailblazer. Why don't you just call Riley after you get off the phone with him and call Bob back, because Riley can explain it a lot better.
Yeah. Or Bob, when we have Riley call you fast and give you his version of what you can find out.
You talk to Riley.
The control cylinder or something. Yeah. Okay. Is that on your motor? Oh. Okay. No, you're. We were at Shrewsbury at the car show that day, and I was talking. He was there with us, and he looked it up on his phone, and he was reading it up into 5.30. You need to smack it one more time, Marty, so your cigarette's really bright. There you go. We were at Shrewsbury with him, right, that day, Mark?
Yeah, we were at Shrewsbury.
Okay, and we were on the same page as far as the engine size. He was looking up a 5.3, and he read all the shit, you know, talking about how liquid power.
Yeah. Like I said, you call it, he can tell you the detailed information.
Yeah. Oh, geez. You won't pull the head off the lifters, you pull the intake off. I'm not doing any motor for this. Okay.
Unless you gotta pull,
Yeah.
I forget how it works. I think you gotta pull a head to get lifters off an ILS.
You think, Marty?
It might have to. Once again, call the genius.
Yeah.
Serious. You're scratching your head here trying to come up with theories when you have the fucking doctor to tell you how it works.
Yeah, this kid Einstein.
Jesus Christ. Is everybody still there? Let's see what's going on here. I hope I don't blow up the garage. I smell fuel. Yeah, late 70s used engines from all different makers. Yeah, on GM, but how about when they went to corporate engines because they got sued for putting Chevy engines in the 77 Cutlasses? apparently demand exceeded supply for 77 Cutlass, and they didn't have enough Oldsmobile engines, so they started shoving Chevy 350s in them. And customers did not like that, and GM got sued. So they said, from here on out, we no longer make Oldsmobile or Chevy or Buick engines. It's all a GM corporate engine. It's an engine. I bet I can get away with leaving it just like that. Oh, we did them bushings. My control arm bushings are cracking again. Those are just done. I think at some point we might take a lunch break on this, but that's not going to be for a while. Thinking I might take a small break and then fire this thing back up. What size is that right there? No, what do we got going on here? GM Corporate Blue. I was never a big fan of that color. I think the rain is starting to tone down outside. So that being said, I'm going to probably go ahead and sneak that floor jack out of the garage in a minute. But first, let me get rid of this battery. You guys shit me. Whatever, you know what? Get that out of the way. Take the negative off. That one's on there pretty tight. GM diesel, the old 350 diesel. Hey, what's up, Eric? Yeah, you can convert those 350 diesels back into gas jobs. You can stroke them out to 440 small blocks. I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of expensive though, but then again, it would be pretty cool to show up with a 440 small block and brag to all your Mopar friends. All right, this battery, let's see how we get this out of here. I don't have a battery hold down in here. Never did. Don't care. Oh. Whew. Holy shit, my battery tray is not rusted on this thing. Go figure. I looked up the VIN number on this car the other day. Believe it or not, I always assumed this was like a Linden, New Jersey car, but nope, this is from Lansing, Michigan. How come nobody's helping me? I don't know, because they got homework to do. $350 or 455 heads is what I'm going to do. Man, how does that work? Because the 350's got like 64 to 68 cc chamber heads, and the 455s are like 80. I mean, yeah, they flow better, but I don't think you're going to have any compression. I'm sure at some point my dad will come down. He'll want to start wrenching on this thing too. I know how he is. Oh, you got 2 hours and 35 minutes left. Okay. That sucks. When you go to college these days, they make you do shit online where you're timed on the computer. Like, what is that? How are you supposed to be like Rodney Dangerfield from Back to School and have all the other students do your homework? Where was I? Oh, yes, I do. I want to snag that floor jack. Yeah, the build date for the car was the 16th. The car turned what, 52? No, the car turned 51. No, the car turned 52 on the 16th this month because it was built October 16th of 67. So it's an early release. And being that the car is built so early and came with so many power options that it did, Chris said the car might even be a dealer-ordered demo car for them to put in the showroom, show off how the cars work. Who knows? The car used to be dark green and silver on the bottom. All right, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. I got to run and get keys and then grab a floor jack. Give me 1 second. I'm back for a second. Oh, what happened here? Small tires quicker. I have not left the building. I just went to another part. Give me 1 second. What the fuck is smoking in here? Am I melting a heater hose with a drop light? There's smoke coming off the heater hose. What the hell is going on here? A radiator hose. Yeah, I started cooking the hose. Didn't hurt it, but enough to make it smoke. Well, if it blows out and explodes under the hood, I'll know why. I'll be pretty pissed off. All right, give me a second. Keys. Where the hell are the keys? Yeah, I'm cleaning my douche. How'd you know? It's like I never clean it. I just keep reusing the same old one. Gets the job done. Yeah, old school shop light still getting used. Everything in my house is old school. No, I didn't drop a cigarette there. I throw all those in the yard outside so the lawnmower can eat them. Oh, how much battery life is on this laptop? Hang on. I'm going to plug you guys in just in case I forget about it and then it dies. That would suck, wouldn't it? That would be a shitty situation. All right, we should be good now at this point. Hopefully I don't trip over the wire, break something. Yay, antifreeze. Cardboard got destroyed by antifreeze. Where'd that shirt go I had? I'm losing my shit here. There's gotta be something wrong with me. Found it. There. That should help out right there. Stop leaking antifreeze on my floor. Yeah, that is old school. All right, Eric, I'll see you later. Electric impact. Yeah, well, I'll bring one over, Riley. I'll use one if you bring it over. The 350, it's got 127,000 on it right now. It had 121 on it when I bought it. The car was off the road since '96, and it was spotless inside when I took it apart. All the cross hatching was still in the cylinders. No ridge ring, no sludge. Whoever owned the car before I did took immaculate care of oil changes and basic maintenance on it. We still slid new bearings and gaskets in it and called it a day. Still use factory rings. No head job is needed. It runs great. Hmm. All right. I almost hit my head on that garage door. I get the point, shut up. Garage door's fishing at me. All right, Zach, I'll see you whenever you get here. All right. I'm going to do some stuff under the car, but I'll bring you guys down there with me. We get it up in the air. I don't want to go up so high that, watch, my hood will slide off the roof and land on my trunk lid. I have no idea how I would react to that. I really don't. But it wouldn't be good. Let's see what elevation we're at here. Uh-oh. The hood is starting to, it will slide if I go any further. Oh, shit. Well, I'm glad I checked that out. Fuck, that would not be good. Hang on. Now the jack is starting to creep down. Floor jack's a piece of shit. It really needs to be replaced. Harbor Freight Special? No, it's actually a Michelin jack. And it's not that old. It's about 12 years old. It already broke the wheels off the back. I had to replace those. And it never stays in the air. Illinois scored a touchdown, field goal. I never had a Harbor Freight jack. I've heard some good things about them. I don't want to go any higher because that hood scares me. You know what though? If I go just a little bit higher, I can put a bigger jack stand in there. Yeah, I'd feel a little safer with a bigger jack stand. How are we looking under here? So far, all right, I guess. Oh. Fucking cardboard move. Now a little bit of time, the jack sank. Got one under the driver's side. Can almost fit it under the passenger. That should do. Here goes nothing. Ooh, listen to the body flex. Hope I don't lose too much Bondo. What are we at here? It sounded like bubbles parted. Yeah, Riley's got this big old crazy jack. Looks like you can do big rigs with it. It looks like thing's huge. Hey, I found a penny. Oh, never mind. It was heads down. All right, let me get this out of here. Make sure this car isn't going to kill me. Well, let's be honest. If the car did kill me on camera, how awesome would that be? Witness a live death on YouTube? All right, I think we're good. Holy shit, the bumper dropped. Wow. There's like that big of a gap in between my fender and my bumper now. It's like that big. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I gotta lock my doors. Somebody opens that door, we're gonna bite the fender. That's not good. I got a massive gap at the top of my fender, and I got no gap at the bottom. All right, let's take some time to talk to you guys, because I need a cigarette intermission. There. Look at that beautiful view of that old man Riviera. All right. Now the Vikings scored. Yes, we don't even have to watch games. We can just check out what's going on the live stream. Oh, Cowboy Car Crushing's in the house. Those of you who don't know, Cowboy Car Crushing is a channel that's not too old, relatively new, but he works at a junkyard. And if you watch Classic Ride Society, you'll see they talk to each other as well. In fact, he just visited one of the yards where Cowboy works at. But yeah, all he does is he drives around in his loader and he crushes cars all day. And he's got my ultimate dream job. I wish I could do that. But it's pretty entertaining, so go ahead and check him out if you got the time. Dex Cool shirts. Cool. So, let's see here. So, for those of you that don't know, we've got a 455 for this thing. We just put a posi in it 2 weeks ago, and we got an M24 speed to go in it also. And I still have to get a couple more parts for the transmission. I got a shifter, but I got to get some brackets for the shifter. I got to get a decent clutch, but I have the bell housing and all the other good stuff. I got clutch pedals. So we're just going to drop the 455 in here next week and drive it around for a little bit, get the motor running superb, and eventually then we'll do a 4-speed swap. We're not going to do it all at one time. We'll see if the power glide that's in this thing gets torn up or not by the 455. Robert's asking, how much power did the 350 have? From the factory, it's rated at 310 at the crank. So I don't know what it puts down at the ground, maybe 250, who knows. Torque rating, I don't know. It'd be like 360, 370. But this motor should be able to burn the tires up the block, and it doesn't because of the 2-speed power glide training it's got in it. Sucks up all the power. This thing's got no guts out of the hole. But for those of you that drive 2-speeds, you'll know if you get up to a good 45 miles an hour, you grab it, throw it in first, and punch it, these things take off like rockets. I mean, they call it a jetaway, but whatever. It's a power glide. It's a 2-speed. Shifted out at 70 mile an hour. You know how it goes. Even when you're driving around normally, it stays in first gear until about 28, 29 miles an hour, and then it'll find its way into second. If I put a 350, like a turbo 350 trans in here with this motor, this thing would be so much faster off the line. Like I said, I'd be able to do burnouts for days. Especially this thing was a single legger 2 weeks ago. It had an open rear in it. There's no reason this thing couldn't burn the tires. I mean, it could if you pushed it hard enough, but you feel you're stressing the car too much. It'll do a mean turn and burn, but that's about it. 400 in your 81. What's your 81? What is it, a Cutlass? Like a G-body? Riley, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the blocks they put cars on at the U-Pull yards? Oh, yeah. They don't use like cinder blocks. They're huge concrete blocks. I call them mafia blocks. They're about this wide, and they're about this wide by this wide, and they're about yay tall. And if you put one under the front of the car, you know, right behind the wheels, the car's not going to go anywhere. But it doesn't make it a bitch if you're trying to get a tranny out of a car or anything in that area. You're not going to, that block isn't going to break. Hey, how's that 455 running that 81 Cutlass? You got anything done to it? What year's the motor? It ran strong until it didn't. What'd you do? Hurt the bottom end? Go with a 204R, 425. Hey, classic ride. That 425, that's not the one you pulled from the junkyard, is it? The trans is Turbo 350 with a Transgo improver kit. Ooh. From a 75 Cutlass. I don't know how well it's going to hold up with the 455, but he seems to drive it easy. He doesn't really wind it out hard as much as he freight train drives. He just gets up to speed and hauls ass. I put the 350 in there because the overdrive that we had lost reverse. And he drove it for 13,000 miles with no reverse in a 307. We pulled the 307 and the trans out, put the 350 in there with a 350 trans, and then 2 months ago, we just pulled the 350 motor back out and put the 455 in. It should live. I think it'll be all right. Yeah, we need an overdrive in the wagon. Holy shit, that thing drinks gas. I've never seen a car drink gas like that except my Trans Am. And I think it's averaging around 10 miles to the gallon. Rocker that's loose. Either you got a bent push rod or a wiped cam lobe. Because those are non-adjustable. You know that. Yeah, that was a good score on that 425, getting that out of that 67. That was a good save. Too bad for that car. That was a really nice car in its day. Somebody let that thing go to hell, though. All right, I'm going to work on putting the computer down on the floor. Yo, or bad lifter. Yeah, you're right. Who knows? Well, if it's not backfiring out of the carburetor, maybe it doesn't have a bad cam lobe. Maybe. Well, it could be exhaust. I don't know. But right, you're coming with me.
Hey, Marty,
Yeah.
wishing Aunt Debbie happy birthday here.
Hey, happy birthday. Yep. What's today, the 20th?
Hello, buddy.
64. All right.
Marty's got his car jacked up in the air. He's pulling the motor on the Cutlass. Yeah, he's going from 350, 310 horse to 455, about 460 horse. Maybe more. We just put the pause and we were at 2 weeks ago. And then and 24 speed. That'll be later after loading. Then it's fine. If you have anything more to do, yard house.
What the hell? Oh. Sneaky bitch trying to get away from me. Well, let me position you better down here. Oh, look, you can take a tour of the underside of my car. Why don't we start back further with my performance red transmission pan. Wow! And this thing's turning into a grease bomb, and I only put like 8,000 miles on it since I put the thing together. And you can see it's got true duals, no X pipe, no H pipe. I think I'm going to start taking this exhaust apart. How drunk was I? I think I put a Fram filter on here. It's probably been out here for a couple of years because the car gets no miles anymore. There we go. What do we put here? Get studs on this? No. Okay, that should be easy to work with. That's got a stud though. All right, I'll be right back. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, my pants. Oh, there goes again. All right. Good news is that should travel upwards. What do we got going on here? $425 you got for $300. That's a pretty good score. Wonder when the last time it turned over, but still. You got a dual quad for that thing? Those things are expensive. M22 or 373 Explorer posi, okay. That thing should haul ass. People talk trash on the M20s, but I think they're pretty stout transmissions as long as you don't get them to hook up really hard. Oh, you just found my channel yesterday. Sweet. You subscribed, right? Hang on. Yeah, well, I mean, usually I run Delco oil filters on the cars. AC Delco, we got a stockpile of them. I think I changed this at my girlfriend's house years ago, and I did it in the street, and I used a pail that like you would use for kids on a beach. I found a pail in her garage from a kid's toy, and I drained all the oil into that thing. And I just threw a Fram filter on it. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Dual quad setup is $1,000. Nice. The guy that sold me both my 455s had a dual quad. It wasn't a tunnel ram, but he had a dual quad. He would have gave it to me, I think, for $400, and I turned it down because I wasn't going to use it. Then I realized after he sold it what it was worth. I was kicking myself in the ass. All right, old guy, I got you. Yeah, anyway, what are you talking about? ED. I don't remember who made the intake. Or are you asking Olds guy if it was an Offenhauser? Well, there you go. It comes with the carburetors and all. I can see $1,000. All right, let me try cracking these loose. This exhaust hasn't been on here that many years, and the car doesn't see rain, really. Everything's still shiny under here. So hopefully these aren't rusted on. I don't want to break them off. To be honest, it doesn't matter at this point if I break them because we're not using these manifolds or these pipes, but still, I don't want to have a shitty set of manifolds. And I'm fresh out of PV blaster, and I don't have any WD-40. All right, that's nice and loose. Maybe I should bring the drop light under here. Wow, that was easy. Where's the Staples button when you need it? Is it even turning? Yes. I think. Maybe. Hopefully. Ow. Almost killed me. That could have been deadly. Don't you wish they were all this easy? No torch necessary? I never in a million years would have thought I'd be pulling this car back apart when I was putting it together. Yeah, an impact would be nice about now. Yeah, exactly. That power glide made it suck at the track, dude. Well, the other thing that was nice, though, is I was faster off the line than the wagon, because my dad sleeps at the light a lot. But all I did was I put my foot on the brake, gave it a little bit of gas, brought the RPMs up to maybe 1,800. When the light turned green, all I did was punch it to the floor and take my foot off the brake. And I didn't have to worry about losing it or, breaking the tires loose. It just hooks and goes. But, yeah, it is pretty depressing watching that video, how slow the car actually is. Hope the pipes don't come crashing down and hit the computer. Hang on a second. There. Oh, motherfucker, I'm stupid. Hang on. It's spinning a nut at the top. Hang on. That's why we ain't coming down. Damn it. Well, the first one came off. That's good. I think it's a 9/16. All right, hang on. Oh, you know what? I'm a smart cookie. Just thought of something. Still got those little jack stands. So, why not put them to use? Oh. There, now the exhaust won't hit nobody in the head. That's gonna be a bitch. Maybe not the worst. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I hope I can get to it. Strike one. This is gonna be fun. Oh my God. Tedious. Are you on? Yes. Stay. I think I got it. Do I still have the nut in the wrench? Yes. Maybe. Yes, I think. Oh, you bitch. I lost the nut. Okay, we're out, apparently. I hate working on the ground. Yeah, there's a washer. Finally. Shipbox. What's up? All right. What's going on over here? Oh, wow. You guys are talking. No. The 455's getting headers. I got long tubes for it, but these head pipes I made right here, these are brand new. They're about 5 years old, and I'm not cutting them up. I have a complete exhaust system for an A body with an Olds motor. So, nope, I'm not hacking these up. I want to keep these in one piece. They're really nice. They're in good shape. They're solid. So, I mean, hypothetically, I got that 69 Skylark out there. If the 350 Buick takes a shit, I can put that old 350 in that car and I'd have an exhaust ready to go for it. Good luck finding an Omega. Yeah, that's off. Now onto the other side. I'm starving. Now, get this shit though. The shop that I had bend me an exhaust system used old stock and new stock. Oh, that fucking doesn't want to reach. Asshole. Uh-oh. They used a fresh pipe right here, brand new. And over there, they used old stock, the one I was just working on. It's kind of, it's all surface rusted. I mean, other than that, it's fine, but still. All right, those I need a deep socket for. 916, where are you? I can't see. Here we are. I got dirt in my eye. Come on, asshole. Maybe I don't need such a long extension for this side. Okay, there's no nut on this one. That's good. This should come right off. Oh. Let me get a jack stand for this side. Well, I will in a minute. Almost there. Eventually. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm going to get a jack stand. Gotta love front sway bar. I can't tell. This one has a nut on it, and if it does, we're in deep shit. There's a washer on this one still. I think. What the fuck? That might not be good. Fuck. This is a different size. It is. What the fuck? All right. I can't even see. Maybe it's 5/8. Don't tell me it's a metric, because if it is, I'm going to be irritated. That'll work. Metric bolts do not belong on these cars. What's on my neck? Why it's two different sizes, I have no idea. Oh, it got tight again. Well, I caught two washers in my hood. Oh. Come on, bitch. All right, so we're off. Don't you wish all pipes came off that easy? All right. Get some dirt all over my phone. Viking in Illinois are 7-7. Notchback what? Mustang? What are you selling? 14-14, okay. Yeah, well, it's kind of nice not having anybody here because I can keep everything organized where I want it. It makes things a little bit easier without people moving shit around and talking and distracting you. But I really will only need help to get the motor out of this thing once it's hooked up to the hoist because it's pretty damn heavy and I don't want it going through my radiator support or on my feet. Oh, it's a Fox body. Look, there he is right there in the comments. Engine, trans, price. Oh, God, you guys crack me up sometimes. All right, let's see. Well, I'm going to take a intermission break. Actually, let me get this dust shield off of here while I'm at it. I can take this off quick. Let's see what size we're up against here. Ow. This is one of my few cars that I do have a dust shield on. I don't intend to not have them. Just some of my cars don't have them. Don't ask me how. Oh, what the fuck? Hang on. What is going on here? Oh, wow. This thing's barely bolted on. Okay. And that's a different size. What the fuck? Watch, probably a metric. It's a fucking metric. Why are there metric bolts on my car? Put my hood up so I don't fuck my hair up. What am I, retarded or something? We Todd dead. Oh, I wonder. There's a hole in there. Never mind. I was gonna say, I wonder how much training fluid's gonna come out of this dust shield, because this thing leaks really bad. I think it's leaking out of the where the governor goes in, and I think it's also leaking out of the shifter selector seal. That's right. That's a fucking. Well, is it what? Yeah, that'll work. So watch me get a bath in transmission fluid when I take this thing down. But I don't think it's the front. I don't think it's the pump seal on the front, so we should be good. Mm-hmm. You know what? Give me that. Putting that back in there. Oh, naturally, these ones are tight. Come on, man. Oh. Nice. The oil filter's in the way on that one. No super extendo for me. Said, good, great, grand, wonderful. No yelling on the bus. Bitch. Should have took the top ones off first. But I'm stupid, so I'll never remember that next time. Hey, at least I have a metal dust shield on here. Usually they're plastic. That's the fucking different size one. There we go. Come on. Out, bitch. There's some fluid in there. Not much, though. Let's just stick these back in here. And I'll catch up with you guys in the comments. Because I could go for an El Smoko. And that'd be easier to do up there. Oh, spider webs. Nice. Wipe some grease off my hands. Things wouldn't be so slippery. Do I look like I accept EBT cards? Nice. That's a good one. I live on the West Shore of Harrisburg. We don't got that here. Unless it's Enola. Yeah. Enola. You kidding? That place is terrible. Yeah, no go on the twin post, huh? This thing's got to be heavy. Wonder how much they weigh. Ah. Is that where you disappeared off to for a while, Steve? What size is? I can't see shit under here. God damn it, there's no lighting. 8. That's the metric. I'm gonna have a nice stiff neck tomorrow, that's for sure. Alright, all the artillery and hardware for the exhaust. Get all that rounded up. Oh, god damn it. Oh no, you guys are stuck under there. Come on, go that way. Go. I'm gonna have to wipe this shit off this computer later. God damn it. Alright. I don't know what you guys can see, but that's all you're gonna see for now. Well, here, I'll put it up. I'll talk to you guys. Yeah. Hey, Steve, I got a question. How is that shop of yours that you got work? Because when I was watching the video with the Trans Am where you have it by that office, how'd you get the car in there? Does the wall come down? Look like a magic trick. Riley, how much you sell that Fox body for? I'm gonna get somewhat organized while I'm up here. Keep that down there. Well, I'm done with the line wrenches, I guess. I'm going to put some wrenches away. I'll be right back. I need to make a YouTube playlist that I can run in the background of music that I know for damn sure won't get copyrighted. I need to make a quick phone call, so bear with me a second. All right. All right. Does anybody know off the top of their head what size those torque converter bolts are? Thinking they might be 5/8 maybe. I just don't feel like getting down there and figuring them out. I'd rather just go down there with the proper socket and get it done. What? What's up? I'm live streaming. Yeah, I've been at it since 12. Really? Okay. Well, all I got done so far is I got the compressor off, radiators out, everybody's watching, took the exhaust off, and some other small miscellaneous shit. I'm kind of like talking to people, reading comments, and working at the same time, so you know how it goes. No. One's got homework to do. He's in the stream, and the other one's going to come over eventually. But so far, I'm keeping everything organized. Well, hang on. You can. I'll put you on speaker. Here, say hi.
Hi, everybody. This is Jed. How are you?
Jed's working on Jezebel today.
I'm working on Jezebel and my Dart. My Dart's got a hurt engine.
A hurt? Oh, yeah. What, the antifreeze problem? Head gasket?
No, that's actually not a big deal. No, I just did a compression check on it, and it's got good compression on all the cylinders, but the spark plug reading is all fucked up.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you did get that. You got that baby Hemi.
I ain't putting that in there. That's fucking stupid. I am not putting a baby Hemi into that car.
Yeah.
I'm on speaker.
Huh? Yeah, you're on speaker.
Oh, I'm cussing. Oh, well.
Hey, it's my live stream, not yours. It won't hurt your channel.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not having the greatest of days, so.
All right.
All right, man. We'll get back to live streaming. I might join in later.
Cool. I'll probably call you later on the night, let you know how this thing went.
Cool. Well, like I said, I'll probably join in eventually.
All right.
All righty, man. Well, have fun.
See you back later.
Yep. Bye.
Well, that sucks. Having engine problems. Uh-oh, we got another phone call going on. Yes. I've got the entire thing down there. But yeah, I think 5/8 would be it. Hey, what are you doing today? Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to let up around 4, so. All right. Cool. Hey, okay, you're gonna go outside. I got you. All right. Cool. Will do. Later. What do you mean, what was farting in the background? I mean, if it was me, I'd be making public announcements. You know how that goes. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That was that Subaru. It was the black fucking WRX, that primer black one with the white raised white lettered tires and no exhaust. That's what that was. Cool. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna put you guys back down under the car, and I'm gonna go back down there myself. Trying not to get grease all over the laptop.
Oh,
Why is this paused? You son of a bitch. Oh, god damn it, my cardboard got kicked over. It's also really hard for me to see what's going on the computer screen because there's a massive glare on it. But I can always check what it looks like from my phone. Yeah, that's livable. Alright, I'm going to start out with... Okay, I'm missing a socket already. God damn it. Maybe it's a 3/4. Let's find out. Oh no, that is way too big. Let's see. Is it? Oh, wait. No. I thought it would have been a 5/8, but apparently not. I think it's a 9/16. The only problem is, where's the 9/16 socket? Did I leave the ratchet upstairs? Or is it under the cardboard somewhere? God damn it. I need a lift. Okay, we are missing tools. How does this always happen? Hang on, guys. Evidently, I'm an asshole. And I lost what I need. I lost the only socket I need at the moment. Does anybody have a 9/16 socket I can borrow? Just send it on over in the mail. How? Fuck. All right, I'm going to get another socket because I know where there's more. Still. Oh, I find it. Ow. Well, I finded it, and I've got the big old crank turner right here to make life a little bit easier. Put that on there like so, and I can rotate us. Woo! Look at that. Oh. You know what? I should have gotten a ratchet wrench. Definitely should have got the ratchet wrench. Yeah, maybe I don't need it. Maybe I do. It just got stiff all of a sudden. Got a stiffy. One. Let's get some rotating action in here. Uh-oh, compression. That'll do. I'm meaning to read your comments. You have to bear with me a second. Unless it's Kay trying to sell Riley the Mustang still, and Riley's still trying to pay with food stamps and EBT cards. All right. Oof. I can hear it bleeding off compression. Sounded like a silent fart. Oof. And that should be it. I think that's all she wrote. There we go. We're freewheeling. There we go. Now we're driving the right way. All right, what's up, guys? Yeah, I should ask Jed what size the bolts are. Watch, Chrysler use a different size. If only you had some place to put your what, Riley? That 16 to 14. That's not a 14, Henry. They don't put metric on these cars. I think metric started in 78, which is really confusing because now you got a car with half metric bolts and half standard. It should be more PC. Not. Thanks, Daisy Duke. I'll be waiting for it to come in the mail. Yeah. Tampons for the Subaru driver. I told Riley he needs to put a fart can on the back of that Subaru. That'd be awesome. Oh, Riley, I see what you mean. Someplace to put your lift. You can put it in my house. We'll just cut a hole in my garage ceiling, and we'll run the twin post up through my living room floor, and we'll make that a coffee table. Oh, John, don't worry about the catching the tail end. We're just getting started on this project. This is going to be an all-day affair. And like I said earlier, at some point I'm going to take a food break where I'll probably temporarily pull the live stream down and make it a two-part situation. And then I'll fire it back up. Just when that happens, I have no clue. But, oh, shit. Yeah, we're just getting started on this project. This thing ain't ready to come out yet. Not even close. Hey, I want to show you guys something cool while we're under here, though. For some reason, Oldsmobile always made most of their cars a single exhaust system, so they didn't make true dual exhaust manifolds. I mean, they did, but they came on 442s. Everything else got single exhaust. And what they do is they run a crossover pipe from the driver's side manifold into the passenger side manifold, and then both converge and go out one hole. So when you put a dual exhaust on these cars, you gotta plug up that hole somehow. Now everybody's got their own method to doing it, but I happen to have an old set of Keystone center caps, and you know how a center cap goes on like that. You put the outer piece on, and then there's a big piece that goes on the inside. You bolt it together. Well, the back side of the center cap fit right in the hole. And if you know how you put a block heater in, it's got that wing nut, and when you draw the bolt tight, it spreads the nut out real tight and pulls it close, or it pulls it closed. Well, that's what I did with the center cap. Well, actually, I can't take the credit. My dad engineered this thing. Right there. You can see there's no black carbon residue around it. It's a sealed tight system. It worked out great. But yeah, that's custom right there. I know. I don't think anybody else has ever thought to do that. Put it in like a freeze out plug and draw it tight with a bolt. You guys are fucking funny. Assholes. Oh, all right. Let me get back to thinking about what I'm doing here. Well, while I'm down here, I might as well get the... Obviously, you saw I didn't take any of the junk off the top yet, but this engine's not going to fall out of the car or anything. So I might as well get the lower bell housing bolts loose while I'm down here. And after that, I might even pull the motor mount bolts, because like I said, without a hoist pulling up on this thing, it's not going anywhere. The question is, what size are the bell housing bolts? That I can't remember. But I'll let you know in a minute if you're curious. Bye, curious. Haha. Fuck me. There's 9/16 size bell housing bolts in this thing. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Actually, I might need a smaller ratchet for that. See this? This is rat shit. Gonna have to use the rat shit to get this off. If I can get in here, this might be more of a pain in the ass than I thought. There we go. Oh, of course, there's no room to turn them. Hang on. Oh, there we go. I really probably should replace the front shocks in this car at some point in time because I've never changed them. I'm going to try and read what the label says. Keep in mind, this car was parked from 95 because the inspection sticker said 96 till when I bought it in 2010. And yeah, I don't know when they were replaced last. They seem to be holding the car up just fine, so I'm not that worried about it. But I'm sure I could put something nicer in here, like a load leveler or something like that, so the front end's not as squishy. Because I got air shocks in the back, and the back of this thing rides really firm. But the front end you can feel is a little, Oh, that's going to be fun. Tranny lines in the way. Where is the bolt? Oh, fuck. I gotta move back further. There we go. Oh. Did we get it? Jesus. Almost there, I think. Oh, why did I do that? I think whenever Zach shows up here, where are you? I think whenever Zach gets here, we're going to go and get a bite to eat. I went to bed stupid late because I'm stupid and I should have went to bed earlier and I didn't. And I hit snooze on my alarm clock 50 times this morning. Got up late. And, yeah, no food. Just wrenching. When the fuck are you going to come out? Tranny lines are in my way. There, finally. Jesus Christ. All right. Let me catch up on what's going on here. You got swirl marks on that caddy? That'd be the shit, Kay. A meetup at Beaver Springs, stick shift event. Beaver Springs is not that far from my house. Probably about an hour. Stick shift event, that'd be cool. Thanks, Joe. Joe's keeping us all posted. We're 21-20 on the game score. Yeah, the noter, you're talking about headers, right? They don't have long tube headers. '91 Coupe de Ville. What motor's in that? Is that a 350 TBI job? That's not an LT1 car, is it? The LT1, they didn't put those until '94, right? Plush luxury. No, it can't be a North Star. .9 injection. What the fuck is a 4.9? Oh, okay, it's a front-wheel drive job. I gotcha. Oh, you're saying, Steve, you're saying they started putting the LT1s in the caddies in '92? Okay. Where was I? Let's see if I can get to any of the upper bolts from down here. I hope so, because I hate reaching over fucking engines to get the tranny bolts. I do believe I could get to that. That doesn't feel like... Well, let's try it. I'll back you up. The jack stand and the wheel are in the way, so I can't get the laptop to squeeze through. I gotta, like, angle it. Well, maybe I can just put you over here then. Hang on. Gotta organize some bolts. Anybody out there watching Practical Jokers, the TV show? No room, you son of a bitch. This is bullshit. I had plenty of room on the 350 in the wagon, but the 2-speed, the dipstick's in the way. Training lines are in the way. This sucks. Believe it or not, I need a wrench. You can't get the socket on. Like I said, the dipstick's in the way. You fuck. All right, what about this side? All right, I think I can get to that one. Maybe. Shit. You know, I could get to that one if I could find out what I did with the ratchet. What, did it just walk away? Come on, man. No, I was laying on it. Somehow I didn't feel it piercing my back. Oh, don't pull there. That wouldn't be good. Jesus, how tight did we put this on? Just hitting the bell housing. That's got to be done from upstairs. No fucking way. Oh, there we go. I got wires in the way. Really that loose already? Two hours later. Come on. All right, that one's out. I think I can get to the one all the way at the top from here. I think. I can see it, and it looks like it's got a pretty clear shot to get there. And I'm conveniently using a jack stand to rest my head on, which is awesome. Hopefully this isn't gorilla tight, because if it's not, I can get it from down here. Maybe. Oh, fucking wiring. Oh, the inner wheel well's in the way. If it wasn't there, I could reach right over the frame. I could do a reach around. Oh, get on. Oh, bitch. It's like half on, half off. Come on. What's it gonna be? Well, it's not gonna happen, folks. Oh, maybe it will. Is this bolt barely in here? Oh, no. No, that's got to be done from upstairs. All right. Where's the phone? Ooh. All right, what do all you lovely people have to say out there? Here comes that Subaru. I look like a peeping Tom under the olds. Hell yeah. I'm looking under her skirt right now. It's freaking awesome. Get my fingers all dirty, greasy. Okay, watching Practical Jokers. It's a hilarious show. I shit you not. Just there's 4 guys. They have to go out in public and they have to do challenges to fuck with the public, people in the public. And if they don't do the challenge, they lose. Like it's a really goofy show. It's pretty good. You won't regret watching it. Just check it out. Same thing, Joe. Go watch Impractical Jokers. It's a phenomenal show. Their earlier seasons were really good. Now I haven't really been keeping up to date on it, so I haven't seen recent episodes, but the older stuff, the show's been around for maybe 5 or 6 years now. It's really good. Boofed. Somebody's here. Hey, Chris is here with the Firebird. What's up?
What's up?
Check you out with the shades on.
Because I'm so cool.
How are you going to drive that car in the rain, Chris? It's going to lose all the Bondo. It's going to be just like my car.
It needs cleaned underneath, Marty.
Mm.
It needs hydro spray. So instead of spending money for a hydro spray, I make my own by just driving down the road.
All right, let me crawl out from under here for a minute.
Feel me?
The Bondo bird. That's what we'll call it.
Bondo bird.
Yeah, that's got a ring to it. I like it.
You like that?
Yeah. I mean, I got the Bondo Cutlass.
The Bondo bird.
See, most people waste their money on buying fiberglass panels. Just do what I do. Wait till the car rots out to where there is no panel, and then fill it in with fiberglass.
Make your own.
It weighs less and it costs less.
What we got going on here?
All kinds of shit.
I see that.
I haven't done anything much upstairs. I've been working under the car for now. Got the exhaust out. Well, not out completely, but it's off the manifolds. Torque converter's unbolted. I got a couple bell housing bolts out.
Okay.
Just working. I really need a lunch break. I haven't eaten shit. I was thinking about going to Plumbo's.
Oh.
I was telling everybody on the stream I'm probably going to two-part this thing.
Oh, are you?
After a lunch break. The barber looks good on camera.
That was all shitty brown. Oh, I got wipers now, so I can drive it in the rain.
Nice.
And it's not all pretty, so it doesn't matter. I'm so freeing owning a muscle car that isn't all freaking pretty. Hi. What's up, Bill? Not me. I see that.
Bob woke me up at 1 o'clock. I got fucking grocery shopping, don't know how to do that. I got a shower I gotta take, I gotta eat, I gotta make cigarettes, I gotta be at work. I got laundry to do. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think Impractical Jokers is on Netflix, I think.
How are you making out?
I got a lot of stuff done under the car.
Okay, so you took the AC compressor off to the side.
Yeah.
He said it was free on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who would have thought? After all these years of never checking it, I hit it with the Schrader with a screwdriver last night. It hissed at me.
I've got that green holding tank for the 134 that's empty. We can always put one of the hoses from that tank with the adapter and get it on there and maybe shoot that freon into that tank.
Hey, this was loose. Going into the carb.
Or it wasn't leaking.
No, it wasn't leaking, but it was loose.
It's probably, it wasn't loose enough to cause a problem. Just got to phone Riley and Bob. And I have told Bob, just take the Trailblazer to Lawrence, because if it is a lifted problem, let them tell him.
Did you talk to Riley?
Yeah, I did. He's going to come down after he gets a shower.
Okay.
But,
Bubbles is going to come down after he gets a shower.
So, even if we do a compression test on it tomorrow and say the compression's there, because if the lifters collapse, the valve's going to be closed, it's going to build compression. He said, what about a bad injector? He said, I can hear it pulsing. I said, it's not. I said, because we took that spark plug out and it was saturated with fuel. So he said, what if it's not done? What if it doesn't shut off? Well, it's possible it's doing double duty as filling fuel, but I doubt it. It wouldn't be pulsing.
Yeah.
It can't keep running when it pulses. It's got to be spitting, stopping, spitting, stopping. It can't be spitting, 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 spitting.
What's it doing? Missing?
Yeah.
Does it have a tap?
It was misfire cylinder 6. We put a new plug in it. We did new wires. We did a full tune-up on it.
Did you put a 4-pack on it?
We even switched one off from another cylinder.
And it's still missing.
Yeah.
There's probably a problem.
And he's saying that it's not the one that Riley's saying, and what he's reading this post is bogus, and it's not. He doesn't see it global anywhere. And Riley says on Wikipedia, it's through 300 people talking about it. You know,
What kind of engine's in it?
5.3 and a 07 Trailblazer.
Apparently they're prone to lifters taking shits, and then they.
Well, I know that if you don't change the oil right in them.
He does. They're meticulous in the oil.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, if they don't do an oil change correctly, that they don't pump up right or something. That might be what that's. You would think it would tap though if you had a bad lift.
It's hard to say if I heard it or not. I thought maybe I heard something, but I'm not sure. Right now, I can't say for certain. It could have. I mean, when we first started, when it was in open loop, it was hitting all 8 cylinders. As soon as it started warming up within 5 minutes,
You're out here.
it started vibrating.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, look, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
We're on the live stream.
Maybe your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his birthday tomorrow.
We've never done.
I'm turning 29. I'm going to act like 16 the rest of my life.
Yeah, right.
But my birth certificate lied and said I'll be 60 tomorrow. And that'd be 64 today, my sister. So,
Oh,
yeah.
so you're almost exactly 5 years apart to the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My mom and brother, they were a day apart. Mom was, let's see, Frankie's June 20th, and Mom's June 21st.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Everybody's saying happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, guys. Just send me your money. I got to pay some bills. Got to go to fucking work tonight.
You gotta pay the gas bill because the fucking wagon gets no gas mileage.
Yeah.
Everybody gets
I had
asking me.
half a
Burned a
tank of
full
gas when
tank
I got
of
home
evidence
last night.
Did you?
Yeah. How much did that thing have?
I don't know, Ryan.
We put gas in it because it wasn't gonna make it home. The gas light was steadily on from fucking South Bridge to fucking Mechanicsburg.
Just 11 and back.
You
Just
put $10
one or
smoking.
2 laps, full tank.
What?
Well, everybody's asking on YouTube, what's that car get for gas mileage? You can explain it better than I can because
Well,
you drive it every day.
When I was sitting there doing the math against one gas receipt to the next time I filled it up, I got 10.74 miles around town when we first dropped the engine in back in August 11. And on the highway, I'm getting like 13, but I left here at 94 miles on the clock, and it was between 3/4 and full. And we put 40 miles out, 40 miles back, and what, maybe 10 around town?
And it's empty. It drinks almost as much as my Trans Am.
It's a 21-gallon tank. And it,
How the hell does that work?
see what the old trip odometer says on it for miles, Ryan. Because you're only 2 miles from
So we left with 94 miles on it.
94 miles was on the odometer when we left. Look at the trip odometer. 185 miles on that tank.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I might squeeze 200 miles out of it because I had the 4 barrels open a few times yesterday.
Oh my God, I had the 4 barrels open all the time yesterday, and I still didn't need as much gas as you.
I'm telling you,
And I got a bigger engine.
that's Miss Piggy.
How the hell does that work?
Wait, I'm one cube bigger,
No,
but
I'm
you're
getting the
more.
467.
I have
Huh?
467.
Oh, you're
That's
467.
Yeah, but I'm 60.
Oh, that's right. You're punched out.
How the hell does that work?
I don't know. That
And
motherfucker's thirsty.
I'll say you got a quadrijet with a small primary.
yeah, I burn about 1/4 of a tank of gas from here to Fry and home, just about that much every day.
The old guy on here says your dad has the coolest haircut, not even trolling.
I didn't get my shower yet. Wait till I dial it up.
Man, how the hell does that work? I don't understand that.
And we know that ratio's got to be probably like a 290 for the rear. Maybe worst case scenario 308.
Count the revolutions and see what it is.
It's all over the fucking back of the Trans Am. What's that black shirt?
That's crazy. Christ.
I'm telling you, that thing gets no fucking mileage. I like having fun with it, but man, the 350 did phenomenal.
Now I'm doing burnouts and carrying on, and I get home and I get half a tank of gas.
I have no clue.
And I put $35 in it before I left.
Maybe they need some tuning done to it. I don't know.
And my
It's burning too well. There's not much more I can do with it.
I think it could be tuned to run a little bit better.
yeah, there might be some fine tuning.
The only thing you can probably do is maybe close the jets down.
You're gonna ping. It's borderline pinging anyway. Ping going to North Mountain Inn.
Well, that's a given, no matter what I drive.
You can't fuck with that. That's the carburetor's set up how they set it from the factory. You know what I mean?
I'm saying maybe I'm open 4 full turns. Maybe I can drop it down to 3 turns.
You never did get that adjustable vacuum advance, did you?
No.
Because you could probably get away from that ping if you put that in there.
Okay,
Then
so that's the next step.
we could probably figure that out, and then from there we can fiddle with it and
Back some of the
dial it in a little bit,
vacuum advance off of it.
and then you can mess with your time a little bit.
Did you eat anything else?
I had some peanut butter sandwiches.
Right, nothing.
Did you go for anything?
Can I go for anything? Yeah, I could eat a little bit of something.
Want to hit like Plumbos up the street or something?
Do you have anything small?
Well, can you stop at Carrington, get some drinks and
I'll
some
grab some drinks.
snacks? And
Plumbos is right. It's next to
Yeah,
Barnes.
I know where
a
it's
couple
at.
of TV dinners. I gotta make cigarettes. I'm not. I gotta go
I'll
shower.
give you a pack.
I'll just make some.
Or I'll give you half a pack.
I'll take one for now. I'm gonna go make cigarettes. It's cold out here.
All right. You guys can go. Well, I think we're at a point where I'm going to go take a lunch break, and we'll end this as a part 1. And what time is it right now? It's 3 o'clock.
5 after.
I'd say I'm going to start this up again at 5. 4:35, that area. But and at that point, rip some of the shit off the top of this thing and throw a chain on it, and it should be ready to come out.
Did you get the motor mounts done, Morgan?
I didn't do the motor mounts yet. I got 2 or 3. I got 3 of the bell housing bolts out from down there. The fucking dipstick's in the way on this transmission that you can't even get a socket on it. You have to use a wrench for the one.
Use a speed wrench.
Neutral drops just can't work.
Use a speed wrench on it and toy finger guess it. It'll come apart.
Yeah, Brian, I'm going to go take a lunch break. I don't think it's going to be a $2,000 lunch break, but I'm going to take some food.
I don't know.
I gotta go to work.
Well, like I said, right now it's 3 o'clock. We're going to go grab a bite to eat. It shouldn't take more than an hour, but you know how shit goes. I'd say around 4:30, 5 o'clock, I'm going to start this back up, and we'll go from there. And by then, the rain will be done. It's supposed to slow down at 4 o'clock. By 6, 5, 6, it's supposed to be done. I'll have no worries pulling this thing out the door at that point because it won't get wet.
Where are you going to put it?
Over there. I'm going to put it by the other 350.
We
We need to get some engines out of here.
need an engine stand to put it on. Where are you going to put it
I was
on?
going to put it on tire for now.
You got that one tire underneath the Skylark. Put it so we can get tons of water in it.
Anybody want to buy a 350?
Which one?
Blue one? I'm not selling this.
We're putting this one in the rip.
This one's staying.
That's the original
Put that
one
shit
with
in
the
the
car.
room. This belongs to this car. That fucking 455 grenades, this is going to be back in this car.
Huh?
So that 455 ever grenades, this is going back in here. Only thing that sucks, though, is I'd have to tear this motor apart to cut the crankshaft
Why?
You got to drill it for the pile.
for the stick shift.
Oh,
I have that. Well, I don't have to drill it out. I have a stick shift crank for a 350.
No,
I'd have to pull it apart, swap the crank, put it back together.
no, just cut the end of the transmission.
oh my God!
Oh, hang on. Before I end this, hang on. Before I end this, this is the ultimate cheater. Explain how you did an exact motor like this. You did a fucking head gasket without pulling the intake off.
I did. I was fucking pissed. I had 80 miles on it. It was number 5 exhaust valve locked up because of goddamn main auto in Fairfield, Connecticut. The sloppy continental twats.
All right.
Can't fucking do a job right. They put new guides and seats in and it matches against my old valves because the new valves weren't in. And go 80 miles and the fucking number 5 valve locked up. And I pulled the goddamn head. I'm like, I ain't taking this intake off. So I just I walked it out. But getting it back in was a different scenario. I had to crack the bolts loose on the intake passenger side, have somebody lift it up about a quarter of an inch so I can get over the valve pins on the head.
Yeah, without changing the valley intake pan either.
Slapped it back together, tightened things a lot tighter on the intake, and I put a sleeve of silver solder radiator sealer. It's real fine fragments of aluminum of some kind of sealer, just so I wouldn't have any coolant leak. I had no intake vacuum leak. And that thing ran, that was at 154,000 when I did that job. We pulled the motor at 223, put in my estate wagon, then I went to Florida, and who knows, it probably had about 235,000 on it, and I never saw the car again. But the fucker ran good. I think could light the tires with the posi. I had better torque with 350 in that motor on the other wagon. This 455 seems to have for me. I don't hammer it off the line, so I don't know what it does. I know it breaks tires loose in the rain easy.
Yeah, we're still at it, but we're going to take a lunch break. We're going to get back at it about 4:30.
All right, I gotta get inside. I got shit to do.
All right, Phil.
I'll see you guys later.
I'm going to kill this. I'm going to wash up. Go grab something. But I'm making decent headway. It doesn't look like much up top right now.
Well, a lot of
shit down.
You got a lot of work underside. I mean, you got the bell housing bolts. Hey, that's the bulk of your shit you got to take apart.
Yeah. Thank God the exhaust came off easy. I just have it sitting on jack stands right now because the muffler's still strapped up to the fucking floor.
Oh,
So I just threw jack stands under, rip the pipes down, and let them rest.
Just let them sit there. So that. I think you have to issue probably bolts off the pipes.
No, but one of the bolts is bigger than the other for some reason on the driver's side.
Somebody created.
somebody made something work.
This, yeah,
Yeah, once you get all that crap done, that's the biggest amount of work to do. So you're gonna try and leave the AC compressor there.
Oh no, we're gonna evacuate the system, then it'll come out.
I can't believe there's
Freon in there?
freaking. Yeah.
It's R12 that's in there, and we got R12 here, but I don't know. We'll try and put the AC back on one of these days when the other motor's in here. But all right, guys, that's gonna wrap this up for now. It's 3:10. Like I said, about 4:30, we'll be firing this shit show back up. Worst case scenario, 5 o'clock or anywhere in between 4:30 and 5. So I'll see everybody then. End.